buddy. All y'all. All right. What is going on, everyone? It's Master of Dungeons D-Bags here with another Sunday night game night. It's been a while, too long, in fact, but we are back, continuing on with the Chronicles of Narnia campaign that is currently underway with a condensed cast. Unfortunately, I believe we're missing two. We're missing Lazarus and Calphas. No, Galphas is here. Karis. I was about to combine your names, Galphas and Karis. But Galphas is back, which is kind of important because I believe that's where we left off last session. Is the players were looking to see where Galphas had actually gone off to. Um, just to recap briefly for everybody that may be watching at home or at later time than this live stream, the party had actually tried to make two different deals on behalf of the caravan that they're traveling with, and they kind of botched things up a little bit. Apparently, there is a little bit of money out there that's promised that could have been delegated more wisely, but unfortunately, that die has been cast, and the party is looking to on how they can live with those consequences. And also, another opportunity has arisen where they may be able to caravan with a trader and his companion heading into Barui, which was their original plan after it was kind of put aside in favor of settling in the northern part of Nemenelia. So they might revisit that as well. But with that long-winded recap, we'll start off with Galphas. He's the one we haven't heard from in quite some time. And I remember correctly, last time he was in the middle of a moral dilemma, a crisis, if you will, debating on what he should do
This is a game.
regarding certain things. But all right, Galphas, what have you been doing? Where did you disappear? Where have you gone to?
I was interested in talking to like a leader of the community, so probably looking around for that.
All right, so you're looking
For
to
somebody like a head honcho in a way.
okay.
I'm trying to get better.
Well, as you asked around people, you were able to gather some information. There's basically this outpost is a shared community with a bunch of sovereign entities and tribes around Rusovia. So you have different factions that each meet here, and there's a common agreement that you know um, there's not going to be any violent disputes or anything like that. Everything's settled uh, by a basically like a council, kind of like sort of council that they don't really dwell at that outpost, but it's like a commission that handles all the other outposts. And if there's some kind of dispute, then there's kind of like a council tribunal that sorts all that stuff out. But there is a lodging master, and it would happen to be our sultry voiced innkeep here, Mr. Fitzen Fowler.
And I'll probably go talk to them because I have a bad idea, but I have an idea.
All right. All right, so you find Fitzen Fowler tending the inn most diligently as he is wont to do and has continued to do so. And he cures you. You never really seen this guy sleep. He's just always there.
So how many people are around?
I mean, it's you see, you see your companions. They don't seem to notice you, or they seem to have like a furrowed brows, discussing something in earnest and scratching their heads over something as they um discuss with one another. But straight ahead, let's see, where's your token at? Let's see him. Did you put your token on the board at all?
I do not see my token at all, but
Oh, so mine's dark. Not completely
Mine's, like,
100%
grayed out.
dark.
like
Mine's
grayed
grayed out too. I can see my token and all that, but
I don't even see my token.
Oh, hold on. I gotta fix your lighting situation. All right, vision on. We'll say 20 feet. Just simulate handle. Save settings.
oh, there we go. Now I can see everybody.
All right. And then vision 60. Save settings. All right. Mr. Fowler is the individual and sitting in front of the stove.
Not sure how to approach this. I would ask him if we could talk somewhere more private because I have a business opportunity I would like to discuss.
Nah, you already offered me some. Well, you to offer me that large sum of money that you discussed earlier. I mean, like I said, it would take a large sum to incline for me to leave here. If that's, is this what we're discussing? Yes.
That and something else. Because I'll just have, I think something that you'd be quite interested in.
Well, I guess, he says, eyeing you suspiciously. He plunges his hands into into sodded water and washes the grime off them and absently rubs them dry in a towel and beckons you to follow him.
I'll follow.
All right.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
Alright. So you guys are all right. Well, this is about as private as we can get.
Okay, so this is a question for you as a DM. Would you say he has a friendly attitude towards me?
He has a friendly attitude towards everyone, but he doesn't not like you.
Okay. Probably a really bad idea. Probably gonna go downhill really fast, but I'm gonna try it out.
Okay.
See how this goes. And I am going to cast a spell called Loki's Gift.
All right.
You better hope we don't fail, or else he's gonna know you try to manipulate him.
All
Yeah.
right. Let's see. Well, what are you trying to say? Thanks, bro. Thanks for the like.
My lie is that if he's willing to come with us, that I talked with the others and they said we would be willing to give him 50% of the shares of anything that we earn when we move to our new place. So he would have 50% of any income that we earn. He has to be willing to come. Any income that we were to earn with the new town. So say if we were to trade with somebody, he would get like 50% of that trade.
Now that is quite the self-imposed embargo for a fledgling settlement, he says. Legit. Alright, but he's gonna, I guess he has to roll to see if he believes you.
And I get advantage on the deception check.
Yeah, he believes you.
17.
Alright.
Okay, so also, if you lie to a creature that has a friendly attitude towards you and it fails a charisma saving, so I need a charisma saving throw as well.
Alright. +4. Alright, so that's 15.
DC for the spell is 14. Yikes. He doesn't fail that. Okay. Huh. Crap. I'm gonna use it to potentially charisma saving throw. You can also coax him or her to reveal a potentially embarrassing secret.
Oh.
So then I could possibly get a little bit more out of the deal.
Well, he's very strapped up, put together, herd man. He's on the up and up. He is pure. His heart is pure.
Okay, well, at least he believes the lie, per
Yeah.
se.
So you plan to offer me 50%.
Yes, but
Now,
you have to willing to come with us when we leave.
what can I offer you that make you want to give me so much money? Yes.
You are well mannered, you're respectful, and you are very persuasive. So I think you'd be very good at setting up home base. If somebody were to come in, they would have a nice, friendly barkeep. They would have a nice, friendly person to talk to.
Hmm. That's
That's
all well
always
and
important to have in a town.
that's all well and good, but you see, I'm entrusted to have duty here. I can't just off and leave, he says.
Well, I mean, 50% is 50%, so you can.
More money than you're making here, probably.
Indeed it is, but I fear that if I were to leave abruptly, it could damage future prospects of dealings with Rusovia in the future, he says.
If things work out according to plan, we probably would be nowhere close to here, and you wouldn't have to deal with them at all.
Hmm.
So you'd be cutting off dead weight, per se, because it's not like we would be living right beside them.
Roll persuasion.
$16.
It looks like he's listening to you and considering your words, but it looks like there's something gnawing in the back of his mind that he's considering. But if I'm to be of use to you, most of my contacts are here in Rusovia. If I were to get you dealing supplies and adequate trading partners, they would most indeed be Chimerians from Rusovia.
The man's from Rosovia, that is true, but imagine how many Chimerians there are in other places, and knowing that you're so willing to work with Chimerians means that we would have even more allies. Because not everyone is always respectful towards Chimerians.
You don't understand. A trade postmaster is a esteemed position among my people. If I were to just up and leave it, it would most certainly tarnish my honor.
If you think about it, you came with us, you could even send even more money back towards here. You probably have somebody that you trust who could take over your role here.
I
So then
suppose.
imagine if you, the sole person, are able to open even more trade with other people. You could have trade here, and you could have trade other places, and you all could work together. You could probably set up a trading network and empire through all out the lands, not just one land, not just two lands, but all the lands.
This is a tribunal appointed position, sir. It's not a private enterprise.
If they trust you, they will. Were you elected, or did they just pick you randomly?
It wasn't randomly, sir. I've had a most esteemed reputation, which
So they trust you.
you're looking to buy. Of course.
So that means if they trust you, they're more likely to trust somebody that you work with, that you know. This would also work in their favor because if you could set up a trading empire otherwhere, they could have even more trade as well. So it's not like it just benefits you, it also benefits everyone.
There may be some truth into what you say, but these things take time.
Exactly. You invest a little bit of effort now, and then in the long run, it will pay off. Because I imagine you did not just walk in randomly and say, "Here you go, you're the head honcho." No, you took time, you built in effort, you put in all your work, and it paid off in the end. Same thing with us. Put in the effort, and it'll pay off in the end. Twice more.
Well, I agree. I need to speak to this lead of yours. What was his name again, sir? He arches an eyebrow. Do you know the information, or do you need me to give it to you?
Oh, I need it.
His name, the leader of the caravan is you're part of the Lathander.
Barton Lathander.
Yeah, Barton Lathander.
Barton Lathander, and you can come with us and you can meet him.
I suppose I am due for a vacation. I suppose I can make arrangement, a temporary, mind you, to meet this Barton Lathander and see if things shake out. No promises.
Exactly, no promises.
All right. Well, let me know well ahead of time so I can make proper accommodations. You see, Eileen is dedicated to her craft, you see, and I need to make sure she pays proper attention to the goings on. Things don't fall into disarray while I'm gone.
Of course. Trust me, I know 100% this will work in your favor. I tap my head and just smile.
All right, he says hesitantly, and he. Wait, any what were you? Were you trying to shake his hand? What were you doing? I'm sorry.
Just tapping my head and just smiling.
Okay.
And then I'll shake his hand.
Well, if this concludes all businesses, there's an outpost that needs running. He says.
Of course. Have a wonderful day.
All right, I'll be seeing you. He says. He goes back out and shuffles back over, and starts clearing away plates that are stacked on the tables, and carries them off and dumps them into the soapy tub next to the counter by the kitchen.
Can I do a quick investigation check to see if I find anything unique back here?
Sure.
While I'm back here. Probably gonna fail miserably. 11.
So as you can see back there's different casks of ale, beer, certain wine vintages. There's a couple of scaling climbing equipment for the mountains if they need to dig out something, or if there's like a mudslide or something, supplies for that.
Okay. I was more. Yeah, I'm good. I'll walk out.
All right. All right. Meanwhile, I guess we'll go over to Dumbo and friends.
Gonna have to be you're not for now, right?
Well, I mean, you have
Hi.
Lazarus is great. I'm left with Creepo.
Yenfer. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Creepo?
What is our plan now?
Well, the last I remembered is we still have to give an answer to this guy right here about like whether we were gonna take the job to go with him, right?
Hmm?
So we were gonna talk to the party about like the rest of the gang about that, and then we were gonna make our decision. So
If we take the job, what does that mean for the other party, the train, the caravan?
I guess they come with us. We can just move together as a big group. Our caravan
Was that part of the deal?
Hmm?
DM, I couldn't remember. Was that part of the deal that our caravan would come with them?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Which caravan were you? Because you're the trading caravan. Yeah, they said they would. Because they want you guys specifically as guards. But if they were to join the other caravan, I doubt it would. You because they want to go over through Barui, and they said they would negotiate having supplies and stuff if you were to, and they would pay you for passage into Barui. And I guess that's something you'd have to take up with Martin Lathander and see if he's willing to reassess and doing longer trek into Barui, because you're gonna have to travel through the winter in order to get there.
Well, we didn't give him much choice.
Yeah, so my thinking is because we're kind of in a bind with, of course, us not having the amount of money needed for the full supplies.
Yes, we've only managed to get them barely anything.
Oh, we got them.
Fur.
We got them pretty much everything they needed. It's just we're short on the money because, well,
Talking
yes.
is not our strong suit.
So, in order to get that extra money, I was thinking that we could obviously take up these guards position for, you know,
It would be something that we have to discuss with the caravan, but it's a way out.
well, then what are we waiting for? Let's go back and tell them the news, I guess.
Well, there's this certain. I'm using. I'm gonna use Lazarus. Right.
All right, let's hear your
Didn't we
Lazarus voice.
just? Didn't we just promise those Chimerian guys that we would pay them? Isn't that what we're waiting on?
Well, remember we
Is
we
that
already
what
gave.
you agreed with them?
Well, we already gave them half. We already gave them half.
Right.
Thanks.
So we know we just give them the other half when they're done.
Yeah.
Then when did they say that they would be done?
They said it would take a couple of days to get the supplies.
So it sounds like we're stuck.
I think so.
Hmm.
To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure how to get out of this. It's not my forte.
Well,
I'm not sure what it would be like if we have to break the contract. I doubt we can get the money back if we're willing to. But then, if we lose half the money that we came here with, we're not going to have enough supplies.
And if the caravan comes through here, they might not be able to get any supplies, since we've ruined their name.
Right. I think we're probably going to have to wait it out and maybe honor the contract that we are promised to.
Honestly, that might be our only choice. We've made a mistake, but we can fix it in time.
All right. And as you guys decide on a plan, you look across the you look across the way and you see Mr. Fowler exit from a room in the back corner of the outpost with a puzzled kind of arcing eyebrow look on his face, and doesn't seem to really notice much around him as he moseys over to the table and picks up some plates and silverware absently and dumps them into the bin as he returns back over to the stove. But behind him, exiting the cellar, well, that room as well, you see none other than your missing friend Galphus.
Ah, there he is. I knew he would come back to us.
eventually.
No, it was guaranteed.
All right, since we got a plan, Aris says, I'm gonna go check on Fred. As he shoves off from the stanchion he was leaning against and walks past you guys out of the outpost.
Enjoy your puppy.
Yeah, Pape.
Galphus. Galphus! I'll just yell over the crowd.
All right.
Galvez!
As your voice steadily rises, a couple people look over at you, glance at you guys, and then more of them. Then soon you have all eyes in the outpost, kind of just arcing an eyebrow. Even the minstrel misses a note, disturbed by the sudden shout.
I'm pretty sure I don't notice. I'm just seeing if Galphus noticed.
All right, Galphus, do you notice the Yenfer, your weird bungle buddy, yelling at you from across the outpost?
Yeah, I would head over.
Okay.
Ah, you've made it back to us.
And I got something even better. You all might have done something, but I got us the most important thing ever.
You got us food and supplies and tents for the caravan, or thousands of gold.
Even better than that.
I don't
Oh.
even know what to
Yes.
say.
A tavern owner. You're welcome.
For
you mean-
what?
We got a trade master now. We need somebody who knows how to trade well, and we got somebody who knows how to trade well. Even better, I'll have to tell you somewhere else. Don't particularly want to say it here. We have a room or somewhere private we can talk.
You guys have a room. It's that room to the north, the large one.
Perhaps we should go to the room.
Ah, we can go take a look.
So I got some amazing news. So where is this room?
You can just right here.
I'm gonna open the door and head on in the room. I'm gonna hold the door open for them.
All right.
Why does it let me in?
There's a wall there. It's a real cool setting. So where it sets a border, so your players can't actually walk through the light.
Yeah.
Okay, well now that you're in here, I have amazing news. I have us a person that's gonna work for us for free.
How does that work?
I might or might not have used magic to lie.
Wait. So you used magic to enslave someone?
No,
Lazarus
to
S?
trick someone. Very big difference, and it's for the better good.
I'm well aware of the intricacies of trickery, he says.
Exactly. So you're welcome. I promised 50% of the shares.
50%.
But he's gonna come.
Of
what
what?
shares?
Hold on. Of the shares of the trading company, but he's gonna come with us, and then he's gonna tarnish his reputation here, and then he can't come back here, so he's just gonna have to stick with us.
Oh,
You're welcome.
This seems like
s-
a lot.
I don't think this is going to end as well as you think it might. Lazarus says.
You're welcome.
Take it from me. I burned a lot of bridges, and this definitely seems like a bad idea.
In
I
this
didn't burn-
Lazarus
I
might
didn't
be right.
burn any bridges. The bird person's gonna burn a lot of bridges.
Oh, well.
I mean, if you all want, you can say we all backed out of the deal, but I was just lining it up. So if you want, we can take advantage of it. But you can say, we talked to the trading company again and we backed out of the deal. We apologize. But it's up to you all. I have.
Don't think it's
all
as
lined up.
simple as that. If we were to back out of the deal, if no one's willing to trade at us because we don't honor our agreements, we could doom this enterprise before it even really
The whole
begins.
caravan, yes.
Well, I mean, I have a spell where I can lie persuasively, so maybe I could lie persuasively to even more people and trick more people. That's how we could work. We could work via blackmail.
That's a-
Hmm.
That's a great
This
way.
Sounds exhausting.
It's for the better good.
Of what, to what end?
Because we need
No.
to adapt. We need to adapt and change the climate. And here the climate is not so great.
I feel that I'm just saying, I like the initiative, but I'm just saying it might be to our best interest in the long run to honor the agreements we have already committed to, and then
Exactly,
perhaps learn
we-
from our mistakes.
We will honor the agreements after we make the agreements work in our favor via blackmail.
Okay,
He said I offered him 50%. He comes with us. He burns the bridges, and I say, you know what, 25%. And he has to accept it, or he goes empty-handed. And technically, we're still on an agreement of 25%.
you said 50.
Exactly, but things change. Technically, we're still on an agreement.
I'm very confused.
I'm
Let me show-
slightly confused.
You're
Let me show you
honoring
how I
the, how are you honoring the agreement with Literally
Let me show you how-
50%. Okay,
Do you,
continue.
do you want me to show you how I did it? It's very talent. It's amazing and it's wonderful. Dumbo.
Mm.
I think you are the smartest person in our party and you should be our leader. Loki's gift.
Yennefer looks around for a moment, saddened.
roll charisma. No, he might believe it. Roll charisma check.
All right.
Why'd you be in that 20?
Damn. All right, charisma, where are you? Oh, a saving throw.
Saving
charisma?
throw, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, not bad. He doesn't believe you.
Well, hey, if you would have been a little bit less persuasive, you would have believed it and you would have felt wonderful. That's exactly how I did it to Bird Person.
You feel
If he
somewhat
was-
insulted by his backhanded compliments, even though they're his non-compliments.
I say, I think I'm a little bit smarter than a bird.
Why don't you think highly of yourself?
But the big question of the matter is, how are we? What is our choice going forward? Of what are we doing? Are we going to?
We could. rob people. You already gave them the money, right?
Well, yes.
So why don't we just take the money back?
Hmm?
Why don't we just take the money back?
What if we were to see if we could somehow get our money back, and then we were to
Try to
take up
blackmail
the
them.
well, no, I was thinking then take up the offer of the other Chimerian, the fox, and pay us for us to be guards on his wagon to the Rui or whatever place is called again.
Did you just-
Rui.
Did you just misgender Miss Aralda again?
Oh no,
Oh,
you better didn't.
Did
My
not.
God,
Wait, I just thought of
you fucking bigot.
a weird question. If I were to use this spell, Girl and Gift, I were to give them a pen, they would have to write something, right? Write in with a pen.
Mhm.
So if I were to hold a contract saying you'll give us our money back, and I gave them a pen, would they sign it?
Would they? I mean, it depends. They'd either sign it or they'd beat you to death.
I'm giving it 50-50.
Well, hey, 50-50 worked on a Bird Person.
And
maybe
even if
50-50
one of them
worked on a
signs it, there's two of them. So if one of them signs it, like,
Exactly.
what the hell did you sign? And they'd be like, whoa. And you reach it like, no.
And then
So
I'll rip it up if they give us the money back. And if not, I can say, oh, you guys are working against each other? And try to, I don't know. We're going to steal from them.
what's your alignment? Chaotic evil? I feel like it's chaotic
my-
evil.
That sounds like it.
My alignment is, I have no clue.
I'd say chaotic evil.
I think it's chaotic good.
Good?
Because I'm doing it for the good of us.
That's,
Good of That's the opposite.
interesting. That's
That's the
see,
opposite of
that's
what a
what
good
a
alignment.
chaotic evil person would say to
Ex-
justify what they're doing.
Exactly. You're chaotic evil for sure, bro.
I mean, hey, I've done good things. I didn't.
Not on purpose.
Hey, I wanted to run off with the money and jump off the cliff, but I didn't. So that's
That's-
pretty good.
That's not an active thing that's good that you did. You considered doing a bad thing and then didn't do it.
That doesn't make you a good person. That just
Exactly.
makes you a human.
Yeah.
I can choose not to kill people every day. It doesn't make me a good person.
Exactly.
So why don't we just ask them for the money back politely and give them something else in return?
Like what?
We could explain that our elephant friend is troubled in his mind and made a mistake.
I will just
Yeah,
say
that
that's
would
probably not.
that
Time
would
out, time. That would be a very bad idea. Considering he is kind of like one of them, and we're saying that one of them stupid
well
because he's one of them.
that, and I was present as well. So if his faculties are defective, then it would imply mine are as well. And if we are associated with an organization that just lets mentally defect people make decisions, I don't think they'd be inclined to do business with us in the future, and I think it would have the same result in us not really having any prospects
So-
for the future.
Question: you all need the money, right? So what happens if I go with them, give you the money back, but I stay with them, and they have a healer now that they can use whenever?
I mean, if either way, we would have to wait for these guys to get back in order to get our money back regardless. So maybe our time would be better spent looking for another way to acquire the money. And then
I'm sure someone else here needs work. We've only
Exactly.
checked with one person.
Yeah, but they obviously, well, true, but the only reason is that at least they were willing to probably shell a good bit of money. I mean, I don't know who else would be willing
I
to
just
shell
thought of a
out.
genius idea. Why don't we? I can tell
Kill
the future.
somebody?
So
Yes,
Why,
okay.
why don't we set up a booth for me telling the future for like 1 gold, and we just get every single person to come.
even if we do so, this is a relatively small outpost. I only really counted maybe 20 people tops, and it's going to take way more than 20 gold.
A gold is a lot of money for most.
Well, then why
people.
don't we just sell my services, saying that I'll be willing to give them information on their competition, even if it's a lie?
Again, this would work against our reputation we're trying to establish.
Or why don't we just give them information against their competition when it's the truth?
I say we try to find somebody,
I mean,
somebody who may have some other work for us. Like we can even ask, the person who we were gonna go, be guards with. Maybe they know somebody who is looking for some work or who's hiring. So
we could hold up a piece of. We could hold up a sign that says "Work Wanted."
work wanted would be implying that, well, maybe it'd be best to ask around.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, Birdman likes us currently. So why don't we use that to our advantage and ask if he knows anybody who's looking for work? Because he is kind of in charge of the outpost. So if anybody knows, it's probably going to be him.
Mhm.
Who we could ask
Do we
him.
have to give him a cut of anything that we make?
I believe he
Uh,
said that was the deal, 50%, right? Lazarus
That
says?
was for him. That was for him coming with us. That wasn't for him helping us here.
Oh,
Ah,
I see.
as long as
So,
he knows the
big difference.
difference.
All right.
But regardless, he's probably our best link for work. I'd rather not alienate him.
Why don't we go to him, say that we trust him, so we're looking for help? Because he's willing to come with us, why don't we say that we're looking to help him out and ask if he knows anybody who needs. Like, does he owe anybody a favor? And we could go to them and work for them for a bit. You know what I mean? We could do a 2-for-1 deal. We could help him out and we could help the other person out and make money.
I suppose so.
I probably
Uh,
shouldn't be the one talking because I lied to him, so one of you should do it. I mean,
Ah,
he doesn't know that I. He
not-
doesn't know
not-
that I
not-
lied,
not-
so
Not me.
he doesn't know that I lied. So technically,
All right. So
I say,
who's doing what for where?
well, I will go out and ask around here in the lobby to see if anyone's hiring or if they know of anyone hiring.
Okay.
make sure you flex your muscles before you start asking. Show that you're strong.
I could even get out the door.
Ugh.
And I'm gonna
Bigger
use
than the
some
sun,
guidance.
hotter than bigger than the
I'm gonna
ocean,
slap-
hotter than the sun.
I'm gonna slap Dumbo on the back and give him guidance.
You put in the
Oh, well,
hours to take what's ours.
I forget even what that. I think that. Oh yeah.
For 1 minute, you can add a D4 to any roll that you make. For ability
Dwayne
check.
The Rock Johnson.
I'm gonna walk up
Wait.
to this.
I'm out. I'm gonna talk to Yenfer. Yenfer, I have an idea. I could show
Ah.
how strong Dumbo is, but I could start a bar fight with him and I could lose on purpose.
I mean, I think it's obvious that he is large. I don't
Exactly,
know
so we
why
can
we're
show-
putting on a show.
I
can
kind of
show how
say
strong he
you,
is.
you wouldn't have to lose on purpose. You would just
Oh,
lose.
really? Cut off a guy's arm with a staff.
He did hold off an entire battalion.
Who?
I'll point towards our friend Galfus.
Exactly.
Um,
Cut off somebody's arm with a staff, with a wooden club.
I'm gonna.
It was
Just-
terrifying.
It's terrifying.
More terrifying than anything I've seen you do.
I'm just
Ah.
gonna.
He did eat goblin poop. Hey, that's pretty
That's
terrifying.
more a lifestyle choice.
I think we're getting goblin poop in the factor in this.
So I'm gonna walk over to this person and just kind of give them a greeting nod.
Let's see. Yes, she says.
Good start.
Say, pardon me, I didn't mean to intrude on anything, but we are kind of new travelers here, and well, are you from here or?
Do I look like I'm Chimeran to you?
Well, no, you're right. Well, let me just skip to the bit that I came over here for. We're looking for somebody who is hiring a few bodies for work. Do you happen to know of anybody, or maybe you yourself may be interested in hiring some people?
Well, that depends. Where are you headed?
Well, we're not headed back. We're not headed to Brewery anymore, are we?
What did you guys decide? I don't know.
I'm asking the group.
We're willing to head anywhere at this point.
So long as it doesn't directly affect the caravan any more than we've already done.
Because, well,
We're either heading to brewery or the other place, so just as long as it just say either one, we're up for anything.
wait, what was yeah, you're right, never mind. I say, I believe we're headed to Brewery.
Oh, well. I think it's about halfway there, I suppose. We could use more strongmen heading up through Brewery. There's a lot of activity going on over there, as news reports. A lot of different factions fighting one another there. What I understand, she says.
So you're needing hired muscle? Is this what I hear?
Isn't that what you're offering? She says, arching an eyebrow. Well, I guess if you're muscle, you don't need to be particularly smart, she says offhandedly.
I just kind
Don't-
of, I give her a very high raised eyebrow as I kind of cross my hands together. I'm just like, well, what would this be paying?
I don't know. It depends on what you're worth, he says.
All right, this is where I use my echo to kind of demonstrate my worth.
Okay.
Kind of put it on display like I do have skills.
Roll intimidation or persuasion, whichever you feel that you're better at. So I know performance, you're not gonna do very well at all.
Why would it be? You said intimidation or what?
Persuasion.
I don't know why it would be persuasion, but
You're trying
Problem
to,
is, the only persuasive person that we have.
Oh, I
is
guess, yeah.
Lazarus.
you're trying to persuade her that you're
yeah.
tough and have useful skills. And I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to throw you a lifeline here because typically it would be performance. You're demonstrating something. But whew, eyes dry. All right, so she looks okay. There's two not particularly smart people now.
That means you get one for free.
That's not bad.
I could see how that could be useful, she says.
I said, plus me and my party, while traveling here, we probably took out a group about triple our size with relative ease.
Tell me,
So,
do you have anyone that's proficient in chemicals or alchemy, by chance?
I have some skill.
so I would say yes. I believe we have one person in our group that knows pretty decent good amount of knowledge about it. Why?
Looking for a drug dealer?
Yeah, right.
Well, see, we deal in, let's just say, combustible ordinances of various purposes, she says, kind of unscrupulously. Of course, it's all on the up and up, but perhaps if someone could help with the maintenance and delicate handling of these materials, it could be worth significantly more to us than, per se, just someone who is a hired muscle.
Well, I think we can. Well, we'll be able to offer you hired muscle and that as well. So I imagine that you should give us a pretty good deal for that, right?
Please see, we're heading through Borui into Gargrot. And
All right.
yes, I'm not. Yeah, and you're only willing to take us as far as Barui. How far into Barui? We're talking about the north, the south.
Well, I would have to
Wherever.
talk with
Who's
my.
the-
I would have to talk to the rest of my companions, but I mean, you're also going through brewery,
Indeed,
right?
but preferably we would at least make it to the southern border of Barui. And
Now-
and understand it's far, and if you do have someone that may be able to help us in the safekeeping of our wares, then we could make it well worth your while, she says.
I say, well, I would have to talk to the group about it, but
That would.
I
be-
personally don't see a problem why we could just take you to that southern border and then, let you go from there. But when do you guys leave?
We look to leave as soon as our business is concluded here. I suspect it should be done within 3 days.
I'm kind of thinking like that gives us enough time to, for the trade people to come back. I say, and how much payment would we get up front? We would need some payment up front, of course.
That
As
will be
you-
negotiated between your leader, she arches an eyebrow, and I would have to see this man who is this chemist among you. There's certain things I must ask them to see if they are capable enough for the services that
So-
we intend to employ with them.
So I'll turn around to see if Yennefer is anywhere behind me, or is he still in the room?
I mean, I don't think I came down.
Yeah, I think everybody's still in the room or doing other stuff.
What I'm thinking is I could pretend to be the leader, and Yennefer, you could be the chemist.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Problem is, the only good person that is good in persuasion is not here.
All right.
Um,
All right. So what are you doing? Are you leaving them or?
I'm trying to think. I say, well, let me. I'm basically gonna get Yennefer to come down here, since he's not. I thought he was already down here, but
All right. So you
What,
get.
what are we doing?
I say, well, this gentleman has has a job opportunity for us, and he's kind of a chemist on top of hired muscle.
Ha! We used to do something like that before, yeah?
And he's willing to, and if we're willing to take him to the southern border brewery, we should have a pretty good amount on our hands.
I would be willing to talk about it, yes?
So I say, okay, well, follow me then, and I'll just take him right back down to where he is.
Yeah, I'll follow on.
All right. So you approach and you see this gray-skinned orcish man and a goblin eating dinner. Kind of gives a glance at you and rolls their eyes as you see this goblin woman fidgeting in her teeth with a dagger. Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon, she says.
I said, well, here we are, and here's me, here's our chemist I was talking about.
Okay.
Hi.
Yes, you look strange enough to be a promising chemist, I suppose?
This is not the first time we've heard that.
It definitely won't be the last. So, what questions do you have to ask our chemist?
Yes. What is the proper container to carry a corrosive material in?
Now, I think I would know this, and I know this. Would Yennefer, you want me to roll for it?
Sure. Yeah, make.
1 second, it's not loading up properly here.
Would his character, know it?
I mean, nobody just
Well-
knows anything in D&D. You have to see recruit.
I can't find it on my chart. It's the same as my medicine, though. I'll just roll that.
Yeah, you can do medicine or. Ooh! Yeah, you wheel it off and then you should.
Natural 20, yes.
Yeah.
Of course it's glass. Who would put it in anything else?
Indeed. And what is the proper way to package glass vials in a for traveling?
Alright, I guess I'll do another one. Let's see.
That one. Alright, good.
What was it?
Eat
Sorry.
them.
All right, passes.
Yes, but you only should stack
Ah.
them.
Packed with hay and perhaps rice, just in case it spills.
Yes, very good. And last but not least, for combustible materials, what is the best way to keep them separated?
Some sort of substrate between them, flexible, that will stop vibrations.
Very well. I'm satisfied, she says, looking over at her peers who are still eating their food, and they kind of give an affirmative grunt and nod. And the goblin shrugs. Okay. I guess this is a happy happy happenstance.
Yes, we are happy too. We got them all right.
Indeed. You see, the last person that we employed did this. It is a very. You see, it is a very delicate. There's 4 trains, and there's only 3 of us. Our fourth, let's just say, didn't have your knowledge, I guess.
Ah, I assume that he is dead now.
Indeed, and it's a shame that a lot of valuable material was lost. She says, "Ah, well, can't be helped, I suppose. But you seem to know what you're doing. Maybe you won't die on this long trek home."
Ha, probably not.
All right,
Probably.
I'd be willing to pay you 500 gold a month. It'll be a 4-month trip, so it's 2,000 gold.
And could we get maybe like 250 up front? Or more?
You want 250 gold up front, she says.
Yes, that's. I mean, you have all people in the business world, I think, should understand that. Normally, people, I think, I would ask more. They would probably ask for the first month up front. I'm just asking for a little bit of
Roll
you know.
persuasion.
You have guidance as a reminder.
Persuasion. Now roll D4. So 15.
I suppose if we have an accord, we do it. I don't suppose we'll find another chemist waiting out here in the middle of nowhere.
Especially with this kind of knowledge.
Very well, and how many muscles do we have?
Well, let's see. Or is it? It's like, well, I guess we should count Galphus, yeah, for us. So
We can count
That's
Galphus.
all.
That's offensive.
Is it? We have 6 people total, even though 2 of them are here.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, I told her 6. I said 6, but 6 total, I believe.
One's a healer.
I say yes, we do have a medic in there as well. So we're pretty well rounded for a group.
Okay.
You guys have all your bases covered.
Then I will agree to forwarding you 250 gold on the contractual promise that at least this one accompanies us all the way to the border, all the way to the Galician border of Gargamot.
Assuming I don't die. Ha.
Yes.
All the way to the
Assuming you
southern
won't die.
border brewery.
Yes. And to Gargarat.
I kind of look at Yennefer.
I can't make this decision for everyone.
Well, I think
As I said, no need. You can think on this. We do have 3 days.
All right. Well,
But those are my terms. If you wish the 250 gold, this one particularly must accompany us to the southern border of Barui and to Gargarat.
wait, and to, or just to the southern border?
To the southern border. Until we cross over into Gargarat, he is our man.
Okay, so gotcha. He's talking about Yennefer, right?
Yeah.
I will say, I say it sounds like a fair bargain. We will talk among ourselves and get back with you shortly.
Okay. And I don't do business with people whose names I do not know. What was your name?
The name is Bo. Dumbo.
Dumbo. Yes, I would have guessed as much. The name does suit you. And you,
Yenfa.
Infer. Well met. I am Hada. Hada Grutz. And these are my companions, Grell and Nock.
Pleasure to meet all of you.
Likewise, I look forward to the business that I hope that we will soon be off on. Until then, he says.
So when I walk out, I talked. So I talked to Yennefer. I said, so we have to go to whoever's our caravan leader and talk to him about this.
Yes, there's people we have to talk to before we leave.
See, what if we because they're planning on going to Brewy anyway,
Well, no.
right?
No, they were going north.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because see, my thing is they don't have to go all the way to the southern border. Once they get in Brewy, they can just stop, and then we just continue to make the trek with them until we complete our mission, and then then come back. We don't have to drag the whole caravan with us to the end of the border. We know what I mean. So maybe we can come in with the proposition that we're going to Brewy, and we'll be. I think we
Probably
could get there better.
suggested.
Alright, so anybody else doing any thing while they were doing that?
Nope.
Yep. By anybody I mean Gelfus. Alright, so what are you guys going to do?
Well, we also have to go and talk to our caravan leader. Is it Barton?
Yeah, Barton Lathander, but what are you gonna do about the supplies that's supposed to be coming in a couple days? Are you gonna wait it out or
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I think we pretty much just have to wait. Because we're gonna have to give the caravan whatever meager supplies we have, and then try to sell them on us leaving to pay for our fuck up.
Well, it's we have. I mean, with the traders, we already have enough food and clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got food. I think we got food. Yeah, food and clothing.
Mhm.
Enough food and clothing to last the winter. So that's a pretty substantial. That's a pretty. That's not scraps or comeback, but that's half of what they wanted.
It's something.
And then they wouldn't have to stay because obviously if we get them to come to Brewy, then they don't need necessarily a shelter.
Keep in mind, though, that they also needed materials for building
Like
lodging
settlement.
structures. Yeah,
Yeah, but isn't that what they pay this person for?
you don't have enough to pay both of them.
Oh, that's right. He said that
That's why we're in this situation.
they talked about a deal,
Yes.
and then they never did. I said, well, they could find those. Especially if we're convinced them to come with us, they don't need those materials anyway. They can get those materials at Brewy. So the most important thing they need is that food and clothing, which is what we have, or we will have in a few days. But obviously, we need the rest of the money for that. And with this upfront payment, we'll have the money to finish the transaction with that, and then they could get the materials and stuff at Brewy.
All right.
I mean, that's the only way. That's the only logic at this point, where it kind of we get a little bit of everything. So,
But didn't
I
we
guess
Or
Well,
who you talk? Who? Where are you guys talking at? Where are you at?
well, I guess we're just here.
Okay.
But how far is from here to the caravan?
From there to the caravan. The caravan left you. Let's see.
Like, is it just like a few hours travel?
Oh no.
A day?
All right. So you guys were about right here, and then you guys moved over here, and it took you about 2 weeks. It
2 weeks?
Hmm?
Ooh. Yeah, we can't do that. Shoot, they're just gonna have to take the blow. So,
They're planning to meet you here eventually. Even then, it would take about 4 or 5 days to meet them in the rendezvous point.
yeah, I can see why now though. See, I thought it took a little less time, which is why I was like, can we just go ahead and talk about the decision before? Yeah, we can do that. So I will go back to that person we were just talking to, and I said, we have come to a decision,
Okay.
and I extend my trunk out, and I say, you have a deal.
You're going back to the goblin woman?
Yes.
Hilda, okay. Let's see. Place it back where it was. This is it, I think, maybe. Nope. Ah. Got it. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She looks at you and looks at your trunk. He's like, how about you just sign the contract? She slides the paper.
So I'll read over the contract. Can I make any like checks to see if it's like no hidden small print?
And it says it says for the grand sum of 2,000 gold upon completion of services with an upfront payment of 250 gold on the contingent upon the signed agreement that one Yenfer shall accompany the troop headed by one Haida Grutz to the southern border of Brui into Gargarat. The men of the party, including 6 individuals, to accompany said party of Haida is meant to do all menial labor, not limited to tending the horses, all guard responsibilities, and all or other menial tasks that may be directed. And then a bunch of language like that. He runs it out and dots the I's and all that.
So I'll take the pen or whatever if he hands me one, and I'll sign it.
Good. And here, she points.
You know,
This is just a waiver saying that we're not going to be responsible for any payment of additional payments of services, including food, drink, and or medical care that you may incur while on the expedition. And I need you to sign here, she says, driving at Yenfer.
So, question: does that medical care also apply to them, so that we don't have to heal them? I mean,
No.
technically, we have to protect them, but if they get hurt, do we have to heal them?
Yep. All labor not limited to is covered.
yeah, that's not menial.
Huh?
I said that's not menial. That's
I told you there's various other it basically whatever they ask you to do, you have to do.
well, if you tell us to murder each other, that's not going to happen.
Huh?
I say if you tell us to murder each other, that's not going to
Well,
happen.
it's within reason. A breach of
So yeah, I mean, sorry, I was just say, he told, I'm not sure if you heard Yennefer, he told you to sign your position.
This is what we all agreed on, yes?
Yes, and we're just gonna have to break the news to the caravan.
I see. If this is what we want, then I'll sign. And I'll sign on the line.
All right. All right, and now that you're employed with my company, you are no longer able to continue to act as agents for other parties while under my service.
That is correct.
Does that mean that we can take the caravan with us, though?
What caravan? Are you even there to ask the question?
No, I'm just asking
Oh,
out loud.
nobody even brought that up to her.
Yeah.
I say, well, we were already part of a caravan, but they are completely separate, and they would just tag along. They wouldn't be touching any of your supplies. They wouldn't be doing anything. They're on its own. We paid for their provisions and all of that. They're just making the journey right alongside you.
What do you mean you are part of a caravan? She says, eyeing you suspiciously.
Well, we didn't come here by ourselves. Let me just put it this way. So we came here to buy some provisions and building materials for the caravan we are currently a part of. And we did. We have provisions for them. But, well, we were a teeny bit short for the provisions, so we also needed work, which is where we came to you. But I don't know why you don't have to worry about them because they're not going to trouble you in any way.
Right, because until you honored our agreement, at the very least, you yourself we reach into the border of Barui, you belong to me, he says.
Yes, that is correct.
Right.
I just don't want you to.
So, are you telling me that my dog has two masters? She says, arching an eyebrow.
I give her another raised eyebrow. Like, first of all,
Can we kill her?
appreciate a better tone with me as I kind of like, cross my hands in a muscular way. And I say, second of all, I just wanted to give you a heads up that there may potentially, most likely, be another group traveling the same direction that you are going, and to not pay any mind to them.
You do realize we are going through Barui, and that there's many factions that are trying to establish there, and that a group as large as the one that I think you are implying that you're a part of, a settlement, yes? She says.
Yes.
Don't you think that could be construed as a, I don't know, rival faction traveling through into Barui? And it may cause, I don't know, undue attention for me and my interests?
I say, well, that's what you're paying us for as well, right? Protections.
Indeed, but I'd rather not call down the entirety of the Radiant Order upon my head if it can help it. Not to mention the... She spits the name of the Hylian Syndicate.
I say, well, don't worry. I don't think the caravan, that caravan is going to be traveling all the way to the southern border. They're going to be stopping. So
It seems like every lord from disillusioned lord from Telvara has left and ended up in Barui. What's one more? But I will have to speak to this caravan leader before I agree to any of this. And mind you, if it comes down and I decide against it, I own you, she says, pointing her dagger at you.
I just kind of just look at her, kind of semi-smiling. In my head, I'm just like, yeah, we'll see about that.
She takes out.
But since everything appears to be in order, as she looks over their contracts one last time and disappears them into a leather satchel at her side, she takes out of the satchel a sack of gold, counts it out, and places the sack on the table. They agreed to some.
A 250.
Yep.
263 is what I have total. I've pick it up and put it in my
Okay. And I do intend to leave here as soon as the matters are settled in the next 3 days. Do be ready, he says.
I just kind of do a slight head bow. I say, as you wish. And
Are we done here?
I look at
3 days, she says. Until then, I have no need of you. But I do expect you to be there when it is time. Yes, she says.
I said, so are we meeting here? In 3 days?
Yes, we will
We can
meet.
meet him. No, we're meeting him in Barui.
I wish. No, I didn't know if there's a location we needed to meet.
No, it's here at this outpost. You're gonna set up. Her business should be done in 3 days, and then she's looking to set back out.
Yep. So I say yes. I will see you here in 3 days.
Good. All right.
And
Try not to die till then. Especially you. She snaps her fingers and points over Yennefer. You, I definitely need.
I'll remember that.
As well as you do. She flashes a smile that doesn't quite touch her eyes.
And
All
as we as we walk away, I'm just like, huh, some piece of work, ain't she?
She shall be interesting to be beholden to.
Question is, okay, so I'm assuming Galphus is still in his room for some reason.
I can't get out.
Oh, you mean
I'll let you out.
You're grounded.
That's
There you go.
Roadhouse. So I say,
Lazarus went to sleep. He's like, I'm tired.
So I have a question.
I have a question too.
Problem. So they want to go straight to Barui, but
Mhm.
our camp per se isn't directly straight across. So are we gonna have to? We're gonna have to convince this lady to go down, farther down, grab the camp, then go back up, then go
Possibly.
instead of going in a straight line.
Or my thinking is, if we can get the word down to them, just to them, then they
Question. Does anybody know the sending spell?
know.
Can we hire somebody that knows the sending spell?
With
Yeah.
what money?
250 gold.
Okay, first of all, that's not all that. Almost none of that is for that.
Okay,
And
fine. How
second-
about we
and-
say they
and
will do
second of
them a
all,
favor?
I don't think having someone send a sending spell is going to cost. At least it shouldn't cost more than just a few gold, if that, to do that.
Well, let's try to find somebody that can do it. Again, we're kind of screwed considering the fact that none of us are persuasive at all.
But we are intimidating.
That's debatable.
I
I know
mean,
medicine. That's all I know.
what you do is I'm proficient in intimidation. You can lay guidance on me.
I have I can tell if people are lying, so that's good at least. So
What I'm saying is like if you cast guidance on me, then I would most likely have a pretty high roll.
okay, so I'm gonna go over to our bird friend and ask him if he knows anybody who can cast the spell Sending.
All right. All right. I mean, I can send a letter for you if you need some birds
I'm
flying.
talking about that would take longer than I'm looking for an instantaneous. Somebody sends a message via a sending spell.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose that would be useful. I'm a bit old-fashioned myself. I'm not sure Adela has any, or Aline maybe. You talk to that odd fellow Kiffin in the corner. He seems to know his way around magic.
Who is that?
He gestures over to the
Thank you very much.
the amphibian-looking Chimerian.
I'll pat him on the shoulder and say, "We'll be back." And I'm gonna head on over to Pen.
Yes, I don't think we met, he says.
My name's Galphus. Pleasure to meet you, and I'll hold out my hands.
Yes, likewise. I am Given, he says. How can I assist you?
I heard that you are quite magical, and that you know your way around magic.
I am adept, I suppose.
Do you know the spell Sending?
S-
So can
yes.
you send a message from? So could you relay a message for me to somebody?
I suppose. If the need calls, why would I do this? Yes.
Because I'm gonna hold my face over. I'm gonna hold my hand over Dumbo's trunk. Shh, not yet. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. Well, this is my friend Dumbo. He's quite big. He's quite scary, and he says he will be willing to help you with anything that you need. So, is there a favor that you need?
Let's see.
Or I could even tell you your future.
I kind of give him that like weird look, like what you just do to me.
Yeah, as you and Arches never.
Anything you say, he says.
Anything. Slap Dumbo right on the butt. He can do anything you need.
A slight upturn of the edge of his lips and a twinkle in his eye.
I think I can think of a use.
He says, as he folds his fingers into each other.
And
Now.
what use would that be?
Oh, I believe that's between me and your man,
Hot.
you see. But yes, a use indeed, he says, pondering. Anyway, I guess until I uphold my end of our agreement, what is needing to be sent, he says, as he dips a feathered quill into an inkwell and produces another parchment, waiting earnestly for the message to be sent.
What exactly do we need sent?
Uh,
We need to figure out, because it's only like 21 words or something, so we need to plan this exactly, perfectly. Because if we go over, we're screwed. They don't get all the message. But if we need to figure out our words. Where exactly are they going to meet us?
Well, right
You
now
can see
you're on
the-
the border between Abenelia and Rosovia, the outpost.
Yeah, but it takes 2 weeks to get here, and we only have 3 days, so we need to figure a place where we can meet them, like kind of project our trip,
Well, it took
try
you
to figure
3
out where
weeks.
they can go, and then we can go.
They were still traveling. You just left the company. It took you 3 weeks. So you're traveling faster because you're a smaller party. So they're probably a couple days behind you.
So could we tell them to go a bit north and say stay there, and then we'll run into them? Because we need to aim it right where we can actually hit them right away, so we don't actually. Because no offense, I don't think this lady's going to go out of her way at all. So we need to plan it so that we meet up with them, and then we just keep on going.
yeah, you could just say something like, like urgent meeting,
Can
supplies. We got supplies or whatever.
we see the road map? We
Sure.
can see like the map.
World
I'm
map
trying
of
to figure-
Neuron awaits.
Because I'm trying to figure out like where exactly they could meet
So
us
many
that would be
maps.
safe.
They call me map maker. Here we go. Do, 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 do.
Okay, so we are
3
like
weeks from here. They're probably a
they'll
couple
be
days
probably-
behind you. You guys are about right here. Trading post
so
off the
they'll be
main
probably
route
be
into
like here-ish.
Sovia. They're planning to meet you probably because you guys are planning to end up over here. They're probably end up trying to meet you about right here.
So we could tell them to get there and stop. And then we can make sure that we actually run into them. We could say that plans changed. We're going to Barui.
Why don't we save that till we get there?
I don't want to say. I want to let them know of a heads up because if we don't let them know and they just like randomly, oh yeah, we're going there. They're not going to have anything prepared to get up and move.
Also need to mention that we have their supplies as well.
Might be worthwhile to let them know we spent all their money. And
Yeah, no,
where
I think
to
we should let them know
expect
that
to
in
pick it up.
person.
Well, we're going to miss each other by some time.
All right. So what do you? So what's the message?
I think the message should be that meet us at the place that we were talking about. Be prepared to move. We have supplies and we have surprises. I don't know.
Yeah.
On that.
That's basically enough.
Well,
All right, supplies
oh,
and surprises. He
let me
says.
count. Let me count out the words because I need to make sure this is actually under 21. Meet us at same spot we planned. We have supplies and surprises. Stay safe. Good luck. Yeah.
Stay safe. Good luck. All right, and who am I sending this to?
Should probably send it to the leader of the.
Arten Lathandar.
Barton Lathander. And do you have anything that I could use to channel it to this Barton Lathander?
Don't we have like his letter or whatever? Let us help us get into the city or something. Don't we have like a symbol for him or anything?
You guys do have a letter, and you do have.
Yeah, we have a writ.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could we give him the writ?
Yeah. Sure.
Because he's the one who wrote it out. So.
Okay. I see. I think there's enough aura imprint on this for me to send. And
He takes the note that was written. He says some words over it. Takes the writ, and he waves his hand in the air, and like a blue light flashes, and the other paper lights up and bursts into a blue flame, and it disintegrates. And here you go. Here's the other one. He says, and
here's
hands you back
Dumbo.
the writ.
I'm gonna tap Dumbo on the back and give him guidance. Good luck. You'll probably need it.
All right.
I'm gonna say.
Anal nitrates.
I'm gonna say, be careful what you have me do, good sir.
oh, I assure you, it's nothing too difficult, he says,
Eyeing you up and down, measuringly.
I'm a little bit creeped out.
Meet me upstairs
Oh no.
in about 10
Just
minutes, he says, as he slides a key over to you.
Okay, so
he seems very friendly.
Oh.
Okay, so time out. You need to come to me before you go up because you don't ask for 1 minute. So I need to give you guidance before you go up. So, or he already technically already sent the spell. You can just like kind of leave.
Yeah, but then I'd be dishonoring your word.
Well,
We have
good
enough
luck.
of that.
I wish you luck then.
All right, so I right before I go up to his room, of course, I'll have Gothis cast the guidance on me, and I'll go to his room.
I'll give you enhanced ability too.
All right.
Charisma. Or strength. Well, whatever you think you're gonna use more of.
Let's say strength.
All right.
Alright.
So you go up to the room.
So what does the enhanced ability do, though, again?
Gives you advantage on any checks for
Okay,
whatever
gotcha,
you
gotcha.
use.
All right.
I was gonna call. So you
So, yeah, I go up there.
you go up to the room, and then
Oh, no.
as you turn the key in the lock, you are met with the aroma filling your trunks of lavender and jasmine, and with a slight sagey scent permeating through it. And as the door swings open, you see candles strewn across the room,
Uh-oh.
casting its dim romantic light across. And then you're met with Kiffin in nothing but a towel, lying prostrate on a on a kind of like ottoman. Now bring those strong arms here, he says.
Oh,
I say, whoa. What are you doing?
said
Whoa,
anything.
Get it on.
I work under a lot of stress, and looking at your arms and those magnificent muscles and those dexterous hands of yours, I think you can work out every knot in these shoulders, he says.
Oh, yes. Shoulders. I could do your shoulders, yes.
Oh, yes. Shoulders, and we'll work our way down.
Lower.
I mean, I will only go so far.
Oh, well. Your man did say anything, he says.
I say, well, obviously there's some limitations there. I'm not sure exactly how low I need to go.
Well, you see that over there? He points to a small copper pot that seems to be warmed in this with a ladle in it. Yes, and it smells. It has a sweet flowery scent. I need you to take those oils and apply them to my back, just so, he says.
Say, coming right up. So I go over and I stick my trunk in and I suck it all up.
As you do that, and you turn back around, you see that he is now butt naked, thrown across the table.
And
Don't
I walk.
waste-
So I mean, is he already back up? Like his back is facing up?
No, he's butt naked, laying across the sofa like one does at a spa, intending for.
Draw me like your French girls.
No, like he's
That's what I'm picturing.
no, it's like a spa where he's getting a professional massage.
I say, all right, you can turn around.
All right, so he turns around, flips straight up. Oh, we're doing the end part first.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna spray all the oil on from my trunk, just to hose him.
Ah, he says.
And I'm going to just, I guess, get it over with, rub his shoulders or whatever.
Oh my god. Okay. What's your safe word?
You'll need a safe word. Is what he's saying.
Nanas.
All right, roll a charisma check.
You got guidance.
That is true.
And a dexterity check. I should say
Constitution?
Yeah, maybe. Well, we don't know if he's gonna go. That's completely up to him. I don't force.
It's for holding his breath, right?
Yeah. It's 'cause I don't force sexual encounters. That's
I'm just
completely
gonna.
up to him.
I'm just gonna do the charisma. You say charisma?
Yeah.
Charisma check, or saving throw probably. Yeah. All right.
If it's saving throw, you can't add a D10. You can't add the D4, so because it's only for ability checks.
What?
Guidance is only for ability checks, not saving throws.
But the enhanced is right.
For strength is what you asked for.
Yeah, it's true. Well, there you have it.
Ooh, okay. All right,
Should've-
charisma.
You should have volunteered Yenfer.
That's good enough.
Look at Yenfer.
Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, make a dexterity. Makes a dexterity check.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, now strength check.
This is where I think you have advantage because of the.
Yeah,
Okay.
21.
Okay,
I'll
fantastic.
use that one.
All right. So he lets out all kinds of grunts, moans, and sighs
Oh, gosh.
as you work your as you rub in the oils across the length of his body.
First of all, is this what gender is this?
He's Kiffin's a man.
He.
I wonder if I like. I didn't know that.
I mean, right now it's a platonic massage. You ain't doing anything weird. I don't know how you had him. Yeah, I mean, it got a little weird because he was facing down, like one does. You told him to turn around. You're massaging the front of his body with hot oil.
So
They kind of burn.
I say
It's
so.
warm. It's not really like scalding hot.
I'm like, so is that is that good now? You good, little lizard?
You're a tease, he says, as he rubs a finger along your bicep. But I suppose it's good for now.
I say, all right.
I never felt more relaxed in my life. If you do need anything else,
I said, and as I turn to go, I say, that was nothing. Do you want to have a real good time? You know, I kind of give him the money symbol.
Money symbol.
Like the money gesture, like, pay me, and I'll show you the full thing.
Don't tempt this guy.
Hey, we need some extra money. I'm willing to give it up for the team.
Not that bad. We can just take the loss and we can lose. Not that bad.
I mean, this would be my money, eh?
All right.
So,
let us say if I were to give you 100 gold to finish what we started, he says.
but I say,
You're more
what the-
thinking in 1,000 right?
I say, exactly,
Mind you, 100 gold is a lot of money.
That's a lot, man.
I'll
For most people in this world, that's like most people make like 20 gold a year, and that's
Yeah.
like moderate wealth.
That's a small fortune he's offering you.
so I say, like, right now, I assume.
There is no
You'll
time
be able
like
to
the
fill your
present.
trunk up with 2 things today.
Need guidance again?
I'm gonna like.
You're gonna
I
rush
say-
in there real quick and tap him on the shoulder?
I say, oh, then for sure, is well, I guess Galfus is still downstairs, so I guess I'll say, for sure, and I guess I will finish what we started.
All right, make a con save, fade to black.
Somewhere on that one.
Make a what?
A Constitution save.
Oh yeah.
A natural 20, but a
You
20.
you
Not
gave
bad.
him you gave him every
He was-
gold worth. He is most satisfied with his purchase.
All right. I say, well, yeah. Good day.
Now you can
Good
leave.
day, he says. Oh, good day indeed, Kiffin says.
I just like wiping my mouth.
Oh man.
It's bold of you to assume it was your mouth.
Yeah. Well, for 100 gold, it was it
That's
might have
what
been
he
off.
wants.
Yeah.
It's
But-
I know what you did last summer. It was I know what you did
Yeah.
upstairs.
And
Well,
then
let's
I'm gonna
just say
walk
it's a
up-
Fade to Black scenario
I'm-
worth 100 gold. Okay, so we'll leave it to the
I'm gonna-
imagination.
I'm gonna walk down to Galphus and kind of point, and as he kind of sees me in my weird, like, hands are greasy, I just look weird. And
Wait, time out. I have a question. Does that mean I should get a cut of it? Because technically I set this up. So I'm thinking I should get like 25 gold.
You weren't
possibly.
there. You don't even know. He,
No, I set this deal up though.
yeah, I mean, if he wants to divulge it, he was paid gold and he did sexual favors. That's completely on him. None of you know what he did for what.
Well, yeah. So first of all, none of you know that transaction even happened, and two, the thing that you set up, the thing that you set up was to do the oil massage thing, and on top of that was the extra service which we agreed to. So it would have been completely separate, even if you did know about it.
Right.
I mean, I could tell the future.
Maybe you go up and provide the reach around. Maybe you get a cut. Till then, good sir. Yeah, till then, good sir.
And I just kind of point at Galpas. I'm like, never do that again.
So do I volunteer again for next time? So like we trade back and forth.
Volunteer
Say-
for
I said
what?
next time I'm volunteering you for this.
Did Galphus just become a juggalo pimp for whatever reason in D&D? You become a gigolo pimp? Yeah, I got my boys out here on the corner working.
Yeah, because I count as two, right?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. For 100 gold, like you got it all out there.
You should have done 200 gold.
It was like that
They
scene.
never want to come back.
It was like that scene from The Watchmen with Mr. Manhattan. Oh man. But-
Say, well, now I guess we just wait until 3 days time, right? Till we head out.
We could look for a shop, buy some. We could look for I don't know. We could look. Hey, you're a big fighter. We could look for a place where we could fight for money.
I mean,
You
we
might
already.
have some tension to let go of yourself.
Like, you
Yes.
Can't let go of all that tension.
I'm just saying, we're in a town where there's a lot of people. There's most likely somewhere in this town a place to fight for money.
True, but we also, well, I guess we couldn't have a shortage of gold, but not necessarily currently upfront needed. We have the amount of purchase needed to make that final transaction, the last half of the transaction for the clothes and food.
All right. Okay, so it is 11:13. Well, I think we got a course of action and a direction to go forward with next session, to where we'll maybe be actually to leave the trade post. Hopefully.
Oh, we got plenty of action.
There's
Wait.
oh man, there's a lot. There's a lot. You guys did a lot. You guys, I don't know what you're doing because you kind of made like half made a deal with Aralda and then kind of backtracked on it, and then you decided to go with
Well, we never
Haida.
did spend anything with them,
No,
so
you didn't. You didn't commit to anything, so that's not a big
I mean,
deal.
we technically still got Birdman to come with us.
Yeah, I mean,
There's only one thing we did well today.
oh my gosh.
yes. Which, by the way, Dumbo, on your character sheet, you're now bisexual, so now you have disadvantages on male and female. I don't know. Is your character gay or is he bisexual?
I mean, he could be.
Well, given the encounter, I know he goes one way at least.
I feel like he's obviously not. He just took the bullet for a insane amount of money.
Gay
I
for
mean-
pay?
Well,
Okay, I get it.
We are getting
it's just-
$2,000 and we bit the bullet for 100 gold.
I mean, that's fair
if
enough.
someone offered you $1 million to satisfy someone, you probably do it.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like what's the quick rule of thumb? You just add like at least a 0 onto the end for real currency.
I mean, who knows if you're until you're in that situation? But I'll accept that. We won't have to. I was just like, I don't know for in the future. Like, I just wanted to clarify that for future RP things which way he was. But that's fine.
Dumbo is mainly straight.
Okay, mainly straight. Okay,
Or he is straight. He's
unless
just,
money's involved. Listen,
unless
money's
money's
involved.
involved, then
Gotcha.
that straight goes down real quick.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Anybody else have any questions, concerns, comments about the course of the session?
No, man.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad that we at least scrounged and get together you guys in order enough to play. I'll get with Carson, see what's going on there, and then I'll see what's going on with Lazarus. Hopefully, we'll get everybody together real soon. And thanks everybody for watching at home. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you're coming by way of Twitch or YouTube. Don't forget to share. I would appreciate it. And click the link at the bottom. It has a link to the merch shop, which